Hi fight fans and welcome back to LL Sports TV. Hope you're doing well. Frank Warren, one of the top boxing promoters and managers currently in the world of boxing, a man who has been promoting professional boxing now for in excess of 40 years. And one of the most impressive attributes about Frank Warren is his knowledge of the fight game, his ability to read the game well, his ability to match his fighters well. Now, that is a crucial skill for any manager or promoter, because as I say in boxing, timing is everything. Knowing when to match your fighter with the right fighter, the right opponent at the right time. Now, that is a very underappreciated skill, but it is a vital skill. And over the years, Frank Warren has got it right more than most. So I guess what I'm saying is, if as a manager and promoter, you can seriously affect the way your fighter's career will pan out. If you put him in with the wrong fighter at the wrong time, it can seriously derail your fighter's career or even ruin it. However, if you get it right, you will enhance your fighter's career prospects, win him titles, earn him a lot of money, make your boxer a star. So it's that simple a lot of the time. Now, the reason why I say all that is because I was curious to note, I did a video on the recent announcement of the Moses Atauma versus Dillian Whyte fight. That fight is taking place in Saudi in August. I think it's August the 16th. Now, on the undercard to that fight, there's a fight there that piqued my interest, and it did raise my eyebrows. It's the fight between Filip Hrgović of Croatia and David Allalay of West London. So Filip Hrgović, a little bit about him. 33 years old, he's from Zagreb in Croatia, former top amateur. He won an Olympic bronze medal at the 2016 Olympic Games. As a professional, he has currently 19 fights, 18 wins, 14 by KO, 1 loss, that was to Daniel Dubois. He's ranked inside the top 10 heavyweights in the world of all the major governing bodies. I think he might even be number 2 with the WBO. And he was last seen in this country back in April when he defeated London's Joe Joyce over 12 rounds. Beat him well, even though it was a very good fight, but he did win. So on paper, as you can see there, Hrgovic's credentials are, established. He's very experienced. So I would have thought you had made him a heavy favourite going into fight against David Allalay. As for David Allalay, 29 years old, so he's no spring chicken. He's from West London. I think he's from Ladbroke Grove, Notting Hill, around there. Currently has a record of 15 fights, 14 wins, 10 by KO, 1 loss. That was an 8th round stoppage loss to Fabio Wardley. His last fight was that was back in April, I believe. It was a controversial KO win over Tottenham's Jamie TKV. I think what happened there, well, he hit Jamie TKV, it would appear, after the referee called break. Jamie TKV went down heavily, tried to get back up, got back up. Allalay landed a couple more shots, referee stopped the fight. There was a bit of controversy to it, or a lot of controversy to it, because it was adjudged that Allalay did hit Jamie TKV after the referee had called him to break. The British Boxing Board of Control investigated. They ordered a rematch. So that rematch was supposed to have been taking place sometime this year. I don't know what the status of that fight is at the moment. However, this fight between Allalay and Hrgović is now taking place in August. And like I said, big risk for David Allalay. I mean, it depends on how you look at this. Is it a calculated risk, or is it a foolhardy error of judgment? Or are they cashing David Allalay out? Is there something that we don't know about? For David Allalay, I guess it could be argued that he's got nothing much to lose because, as I said before, Hrgović would be considered a strong favourite going into this fight. And if David Allalay was to beat him, not only would that be a big upset, but that would be a big boost, a big shot in the arm for David Adelai's career. He would then be knocking on world title shots. But if it went wrong, if he got done in a couple of rounds, then, it might be a serious debilitating factor for his career. So it's one of those, man. I mean, Is it astute thinking on behalf of Queensberry? Who is David Adley? That's who promoted him. Frank Warren owns that company, of course. I mean, David Adley, he's not what I would call a big ticket seller. He's not the most charismatic, although he is building his reputation as a puncher. Or maybe Queensberry, and this is something I hinted at before, maybe they've seen something in Hrgovic's makeup that they think that Adley can exploit. I mean, Adley is a big puncher, especially with a left hook. He's a big, strong lad. He's growing in confidence. You've seen that over the last couple of fights. He's letting his name get out there. But this is a massive step up in class from what he's been used to. And certainly is when you put the likes of Hrgovic against Jamie TKV, this levels, you know what I mean? Hrgovic is levels above Jamie TKV. So this, like I said, is a big risk for Adelaide. But if they get it right, and he was to pull off the upset, as I said, that's a massive shot in the arm for his career. So that's an interesting matchup. It's an intriguing matchup. It's a crossroads fight in many ways. And like I said, if they get it right, fair play to them. But if they get it wrong, there are a lot of people out there will be asking questions of Frank Warren and Queensberry and said, why did you put him in with somebody like this too early when he's barely at British level? I mean, he's British champion, but, he's yet to really establish himself as, the top British heavyweight, if you see what I mean. But yeah, so that's, I thought I'd do a quick video on that. What do you guys think? Do you think it's clever matchmaking? It's a calculated risk that could go right? Or do you think that Queensberry have got this one wrong and that Hrgovic is going to do a number on David Adley? I mean, David Adley, it wasn't that long ago, he was going large from death with Kamil Sokolowski. People thought that he lost that fight. He went in there with Fabio. He talked a good one, but let's be honest, man, Fabio knocked him out pretty impressively. And even in a Jamie TKV fight, he was behind on points before he pulled out that left hook, which a lot of people said was after the referee called break. So there are quite a number of questions around David Adley. We know he can punch, but we don't know if he's that good a boxer. We don't know how he can handle the really big occasions as yet. So I guess we'll find out in August. But anyway, that's all from me. Thanks so much for watching the video. Really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please like, share and subscribe. And I will catch you on the next one. I am out.